Hey boys and girls, how are you feeling today?
Yeah, a lot of people buy into it.
Are you down? Are you in the slums?
In a way, it's kind of like sad that everybody puts so much stuff into it.
I guess it's a lot to sell products for like beauty products and clothing. Like people probably spend millions and millions.
Do you feel lonely, left out, like a loser?
It's kind of basically put out there constantly by, in almost every ad. There's got to be someone with the perfect body image.
Do you have trouble talking to members of the opposite sex?
I don't know, it's weird. I feel like all ashamed and I feel like people are looking at me when I'm not wearing makeup.
Well, now you can forget about all of these problems because now you can be beautiful.
I don't think there is such thing as a perfect body, really. I think it's what's inside the person that counts.
Just look at her.
Like I think it could get really depressing for people that are, you know, of a normal size and a healthy size that can't find clothes or stuff. It just makes me upset that I see people who are perfectly fine in almost every respect, but they still have really, really low self-esteems because of the image that society is putting out that is completely unrealistic and unreachable.
Don't you wish you could be like her?
Well, for girls, like really skinny, really tall, like, I don't know, big breasts, kind of skinny waist, long legs. I don't know, that's mainly. And then for guys, kind of, you know, big muscles and big... I think they use it to make people feel guilty, make them feel like they need whatever product they're trying to hawk out there to feel better about themselves and to whatever, you know. If you buy this product, this will be the product that actually changes you and makes you beautiful, makes you perfect, and makes you like this.
What the media does is propose the thing that's you know, generally hard for us to get. So proposing a lack and then offer something to fill it. I mean, that's basic psychology.
Do you wish you had more friends?
I don't know, I've seen lots of my friends just like look at magazines and be like, oh, I wish I could look like her, and oh, she's so pretty, I'd never look like that, and I could never be that skinny, and stuff like that, and it really affects the way we think.
Probably just because that's how they feel that they're going to be accepted and how they feel that they're going to be beautiful. And
Teens want to fit in. They want to be like, well, most of them, like stereotypically, I guess. Most teens want to fit in. They want to be pretty. They want to look good, and I guess media sucks them in.
Matters a lot to people because they just want to be accepted and they want to be normal and they want to be perfect.
I don't feel that there's a need to conform because we're all really different and it'd be pretty almost impossible for some people to try and conform that way. But people obviously do try because we have like society-created diseases such as anorexia and bulimia, which wouldn't have existed without this mass media marketing towards teens, making them feel that they aren't right enough.
Well, I mean, I think it's really, really scary when you hear stories about, you know, sort of the prominence of anorexia among most young girls, a lot of girls with eating disorders, and particularly among high fashion models. I think it's scary the extent to which people are so preoccupied with trying to embody this idea of the perfect body that they're completely mutilating their bodies, starving their bodies, you know, breast implants, liposuction, all of those different forms of mutilation.
I would definitely change the whole thing with the models. I feel that there's like people, especially teenagers or teenage girls, are looking up to these models that are like tiny and perfect with like flawless skin, and it's hard to look up to.
I'd like to probably just say to everybody that stop like kind of trying to live up to this and just live, and you know, stop. I don't know, you don't need that. They need to find their own beauty within themselves, not what other people think of them or what they think other people will think of them.
Well, just love yourself and love who you are and don't care what other people think about you, because that's not what counts. And there are people out there that respect you for what you look like, no matter what you look like. And yeah, love yourself.
I'm less and less of the belief that will probably happen in my lifetime.
Well, I guess there could be, but it would have to be like a lot of change, and people would have to start respecting people for who they are and not how, like, what their body looks like. And that's a big change, so and I'm not sure if that could ever happen.
Now you're beautiful.